everybody? Swamp Fox coming at you this morning, asking some questions everybody should be asking, but it blows my mind these questions that do get out there never get answered by the justice system. Where's the justice in that? P Diddy arrested. Yep. Finally. You don't think they've not known about P Diddy? Everybody's been telling them about P Diddy. 50 Cent, Eminem, all kind of people. Bieber. But they let it go on. Because you know why? Some government officials are part of it. I don't know why anybody would want to move to Charleston, South Carolina. It's 8:40 in the morning, and this is what we deal with every day. You better add an hour and a half to your day, no matter where you live, if you want to go somewhere in South Carolina. Add an hour and a half to whatever plans you have, because you're going to spend that time driving. Now, that's on top of normal driving time. So if it's normally going to take you an hour to get somewhere, add an hour and a half, so you'd be 2 hours. But anyway, so you look at Jeffrey Epstein. He's already been arrested, convicted, and who knows, you know, whatever. They say different things happen to him. And then gaylene Maxwell, however you say her name. She's been arrested. Good morning, Friends Code. Good to see you in here. Thanks for coming. We still don't get to see her list. The judge said we do not get to see the list of criminals. So we don't get to be protected by these people who hasn't been arrested yet. Now, if the judge says, yes, you know, we got to keep this list from the American people of people who visited and who are part of this human trafficking that these people had something to do with, why can't we know? Why can't we be protected from them? I don't understand. You please tell me that. I would love to know. So is that what's going to happen again? You know, why ain't we getting a list of celebrities that supposedly are under investigation? You got all these. I don't ever look at these spoof channels because I'm not going to give them the clicks. Anytime I see one of these banners that say, hey, Patricia, good morning. Thanks for coming in. I don't ever go and click on any of these fake stories from these people who has these banners that say, like Leonardo DiCaprio. He supposedly fled the country. I didn't click on that. I just Googled it. I asked Google, I said, did Leonardo DiCaprio flee the country from the FBI? And then if you don't see it pop up from what they call the mainstream media, then I don't even click on anything, because most of the time it's bullcrap, somebody giving their opinion on what it is, and you'll see they got 200,000 or 300,000 views or whatever. Nah, that's just ridiculous. I'm not clicking on it. They'll say, because he didn't flee the country. That's just not true. So they're getting clicks over lies and things they're telling. But my question is, where is gaylene Maxwell's list of people? Where's Jeffrey Epstein's? Why can't we know? And why hasn't anyone else been arrested? I mean, this is now going on for years now that Jeffrey Epstein stuff started, and gaylene Maxwell's been a couple years. So why hasn't anybody else been arrested? Why is the government, the judges, covering for these people? Because there's government involved, and it's high up enough people that, well, if you tell on me, I'm going to tell on him. And if you tell on him, I'm going to tell on her. And if you tell on her, I got to tell on them. So, all right, let's stop it. We got this one person. And, you know, I don't believe for a second that gaylene, unless you can show me under 24-hour confinement, like you can see videos of different things in the world, show me that she's under 24-hour confinement in a prison. I believe she's on an island somewhere, used as a scapegoat, and you know, or maybe she is. Maybe they do got her locked down for 24 hours. She can't say nothing to anybody. She can't prove her case or whatever, or tell who the clients were that she was getting these people for. That's what I don't understand. Where's the outrage? Where are the people standing up, standing in front of the courthouses and going, hey, why can't we know? We're out here. Is my children safe from these people who are on the list? Why can't we know? Where's the outrage? You know, it's always outrage about, yeah, don't get me wrong, there's a lot of outrage that goes on about the bad cops and stuff like that. She who walks in the word. Hey, good to see you this morning. Let me make you a mod as a moderator. Thanks for showing up. We appreciate it. I welcome everybody as a mod. I love everybody. Everybody's welcome to come. I even have trolls in here that are mods, I found out later. and I hadn't seen them in a while. I've been going through, and as I'm paying attention to them and catching them, I've been just blocking them from the channel. But that's my fault, because I'll just make anybody a mod. But I love everybody, and then until I see them doing something wrong. But I found out by watching other people's videos that I see them in. Just like the other night when I was showing y'all Gavin Symes' videos, I watched the live chats a lot of times when I'm watching the videos, because I want to see who's in there that I know. And I caught, you know, Poor Dirt Farmer and Lion One, and there was a couple other ones, Brandon Mills, I think, and a few other people that was in Gavin's site, which is awesome, because I love Gavin Symes. But, you know, you get to see, so I was in other people's site, and I seen that, oh man, this person's really a troll. So they're coming to my site, and, you know, to my channel, and this, that, and the other. So I've been blocking them and getting rid of them. You know, so anyway, it happens. But I just want to know why the government does this. So I'm on the way right now. Oh, we got a Blue Line gang member over here. Let's see what's going on. Maybe that's why we're a little bit backed up in traffic this morning. Let's see, guys. I'll smash that like button. If I was NC Tyrant Hunter, he'd get the BAM right now, but I'm not going to give him the BAM this second. I'm just going to look. All right, I guess it's a fender bender. Yeah. Anyway. I got a guy, where am I? He's got, get going behind me, because he's seen me filming. It was funny. Where am I going to go? I'm going. I was still moving. I never stopped unless I had to stop to keep from hitting this trailer. But anyway, it's funny. Because I'd have said the same thing if I'd have seen him filming. Oh, get out of the way, blah. Even though you can't go nowhere. Anyway, how's everybody doing this morning? I'm on the way to my oncologist's appointment. And so, you know, here's the thing, man. I have a rare cancer, right? So it's like, man, you know, I want to live, don't get me wrong. But what I've been going through the last couple of years just to live, how's my quality of life, you might ask? You know, it's like, is it worth it? And last week, I don't think it was worth it, what I went through every day. I got to do chemo again on Friday. So and I found out what happened last week. It's a new chemo. 2 years ago, I did chemo in 2022 to 2023. And then, so now I'm doing it again, but I'm doing a different chemo, and it's got different side effects. I didn't get thrown up sick the last time. I just couldn't eat anything below room temperature. It would shock my mouth like crazy, like I bit into an electrical wire. And so I had to eat everything above room temperature, which was totally disgusting in itself. But so this week, or this chemo, I got to take a chemo bag home and get chemo all weekend. It's a chemo pump, and then take it out on Sunday. Well, about 8 o'clock Sunday night, I'm starting to feel even worse, and they're giving me nausea medicine, non-vomiting medicine. It just don't work. So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, on and off all day, I mean, throwing my guts out to where there's nothing left but bile coming out, or not even bile anymore, where I'm just dry heaving, like, and it's killing me. It is. I ain't got no energy, you know what I mean? And so here's the deal, though. So I went and had the liver ablation, and that's what I'm going to ask the doctor today, because I'm dealing with different doctors. You got to understand. I started in South Carolina. Then for my colon cancer, which they got under control, and I was in remission from the colon cancer, but I had peritoneum cancer. Then I went to Charlotte, Winston-Salem, North Carolina, to the Dr. Levine Cancer Center, and Dr. Levine himself did my operation. I'm supposed to be the #1 guy in the United States for peritoneum. Great. Supposed to be in remission from that, but the guy who closed me up, and it wasn't Dr. Levine, I'm sure it was probably whoever they used to close up, because the surgery you don't do to close it up. But they botched that part, and my stomach popped open, my intestines popped out, and I spent 4 months in the hospital and 3 months at home recovering for that. 7 months, lost 75 pounds, 75 pounds. Like right now, I'm down to 166 pounds from 233 pounds when it all started. And it's been making me sick all week. So now I feel good today, but I'm going to the doctor, and after work today, after the doctor appointment, I'm going to work. So I feel better, but I'm not good. I got a splitting headache still. The neuropathy's, it's so painful. It's hard for me to walk. It's hard for me to stand. It's hard for me to work. So is my quality of life good? And if I'm not doing chemo for my liver, because they already took care of that, and I'm not doing chemo for colon because there is none in my colon, what am I doing chemo for if it doesn't work on peritoneum? Unless you cut me open and put it inside my stomach lining like they did last time. So, I'm just trying to figure it out. And so it's like a hard battle to weigh with yourself and your loved ones and people around you, because sometimes people don't understand. Well, don't give up. Well, I'm not giving up. I'm just asking questions. I haven't gave up yet. I've been doing it. You know what I mean? Even after I almost died from a botched operation and got really sick with abscess bags hanging off and was in the hospital on 2 milligrams of Dilaudid every 2 hours towards the end because I was in so much pain. I couldn't see straight. I couldn't go to the bathroom. Because you're on Dilaudid, you can't go to the bathroom, but they're wanting you to eat because you're losing so much weight, so you're trying to eat, you can't go to the bathroom, so they're giving you stuff to make you go to the bathroom, but you can't get out of the bed on your own because you're on so much Dilaudid, your bed alarm will go off if you try, and the nurses are running, and they don't harm you, don't get me wrong, but they get mad at you, don't get out of the bed, and you're hooked up to all these machines, but then you got to go to the bathroom, so you finally get to go in there, and it's a mess. And, I'm not going to have somebody clean me up. Got to clean myself up. Okay, good. But I was still able to do that, even though they wanted help, because I'm in there all doped up. I'm hanging on to the wall bars and all. I'm not going to let somebody clean me up. I'm just not going to do it. You know what I mean? I don't care how doped up I am. So it takes me a while in the bathrooms and stuff. It's just, things happen. Man, I was sick. And I did it. But now it's like, okay, if the peritoneum is back, and they've already told me chemo's not going to work on it unless I, have a peritoneum operation. Well, I already know I couldn't have another operation for at least a year from my last one because my body needed time to heal, and they said it would kill me if I had another operation too soon. That it would have to be life-threatening before they would want to operate in my stomach area again. And so, I can't have an operation. So, and then they might say, well, it's life-threatening because it's peritoneum, let's open you up again. Dang, do I want to go through all that again? Because even that, if it worked, the peritoneum operation, say it worked, and it didn't botch and my stomach didn't open, I was still going to be out for 5 or 6 months of work. I had a 16-inch incision and I had to recover from. Well, my intestines popped out, so now I've got a hernia inside my belly that they cannot work on and fix, and for at least a year, to even try to go in and fix that. So it's like, what do? You continue on, trying to move forward and do all this stuff that is keeping you in the hospital and sick, and your quality of life is not great, but of course, you're still living, or do you just try to live your best life and maybe have a better quality of life until it's time and you leave this earth? I'm not scared to die. I never have been. Anybody who watches my videos see me chase these psychopaths down the road. No, I'm not scared to die, because at any time, you know how it does. On welfare checks, they'll take you out just because they're coming to check on your welfare, and you might be having a mental crisis at the time for any reason. They'll take you out. That's why I beg people, never call law enforcement if you want to do a welfare check on me and send them to my house ever. I beg you, don't do it, because if you care about me, you got a good chance of ending my life that day. So don't do it, please. And but I'm not scared to die. I'm really devoted for Christ. Love the Lord, the Lord loves me. Place. I'll go sing with the angels till Jesus comes. That's fine with me. want that quality of life to be good so I can enjoy my family. Listen, November, I got out Thanksgiving, my right hand to God. I got out Thanksgiving at midnight. We found a pharmacy open on Ashley Phosphate Road because they wasn't going to let me go home because they thought they had it under control. In November, I was in the hospital for 3 weeks, and on Thanksgiving Day, Bill came to the hospital to pick me up at like midnight, and we went to Dorchester Road and Ashley Phosphate. I think it's a CVS right there. They called in my medication. It's 24 hours, and they was open on Thanksgiving, and I got my medication. I went home. 3 days later, I'm running like 103 something temperature, so they tell me to get back to the hospital, and then they put me back in the hospital, where I spend almost all of December in the hospital, and I'm in there through Christmas. Christmas Day, I'm duoing with my family, and they're sending me a picture of 20-something people sitting at the dinner table because they love me and they want me to be happy, and they're sending me videos of them, and yes, okay, so I'm in the hospital, you know what I mean? Now, where was my quality of life? Now, they're doing everything they can. They're coming to visit me. They're twice a day. One of them, I call him my fat boy, my bulldozer. Prince Dozer, I call him, because he's a little fat. You know, now we got him on a diet because I want to save his life. So he's lost about 3 pounds, which he don't really like because he loves to eat. He was my mom's dog. But he's got to have insulin twice a day. So twice a day, once in the morning, once a night, they come over and feed him and water him and play with them and make sure that they're socialized and give my dog insulin. And, you know, they shop for me. I'm down. When I'm at home and recovering, they're there. Now, I did have a at-home nurse that came, you know, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday to, you know, change out my port, because I got a port to change out my lead from my port for IV stuff, and then change my bandages on my wound vac, because I had a wound vac. And them wound vacs are amazing. They're disgusting, but they're amazing. Dude, I can't believe that I healed from, you know, my body healed itself without no stitches or staples. But the way they had to do it was just like keep vacuuming out the pus, and they kept putting foam in there. I did a video on it. I know everybody didn't get to see it, so I am repeating to some people. But they put this styrofoam inside, and then every time, Monday, they would put a piece of styrofoam in. Wednesday, they would come, and the hole would be closing up a little more. They put a smaller piece, and, you know, that went on for several months. And finally, from November until March, the following year, and finally, the wound vac finally came off. And I'm healed up now, but I still have a hernia and all that stuff. So anyway, it's a quality of life thing. That's what cancer patients go through. We want to stay here for our families. They love us. We understand that. But look at what we're going through, and look at what I went through. 7 months of a botched operation. You know, I was kicking the cancer's ass, but the botched operation was kicking mine. You know what I mean? So now it's back. You know what I mean? And so, you know, do I keep fighting it, or do I live my best life? I just don't know. I just don't know what to do right now. So that's, you know, questions I'm asking my oncologist today. I'm on the way there right now, and you know, we'll talk about it. And then I also got to call MD Anderson because, you know, I'm going there in November for some more scans and to find out what to do, what they think they were wanting to do about the peritoneum. And if they tell me that, look, you know, if you do the peritoneum, you know, you still might not make it, and, you know, whatever, here's your chances. Or if you just don't do anything, here's your chances. I gotta weigh the odds. What am I fighting for? You know what I mean? Is it gonna be a better quality of life if I do or don't? So that's just questions that we got, you know. A lot of not only cancer patients, but anybody who is having any kind of illness that they're trying to battle, you know. What do you do? Because I love my family, I really do. just don't even understand that these people are the greatest. I love them entirely. And I love my friends, you know what I mean? And so I want to be here. And I want to be here for them. And I got to be here to help hold the cops accountable, because we got too many bootlickers out there that just won't do it. So, you know, Swampy really needs to be around. All right, let's see. Hello, good to see you. Hey, listen, I'm sorry I ain't, you know, y'all see me. I'm trying to get on the road. Trump said, good to see you. Let's see who else comes in. And anybody, I'll go back and make you mods if you're just coming in and you know, you're not modded yet. Just know I do a Friday night show every night at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And so y'all come in and see me then. And I do Dirty Cop News. And for the next couple weeks, I'm going to be doing Dirty Cop News and Where Did the Auditor Go? I got a few more auditors I'm going to be, you know, profiling, and let's ask questions, because there's some that I'm concerned about that I actually did like. And listen, I guess the people in the comments is funny, the trolls. Oh, he was your friend until he got arrested. No, he was my friend. Like, I liked him, and yes, I followed him and supported him, but we all grow. And then when we see somebody that is turning from what we consider a First Amendment auditor into what some people call a frauditor or a criminal, you're going to send an old lady dead cats and pornography and dump stuff in her yard because she got a restraining order on you, dude. That's, you know, that's, listen, yeah, you had your First Amendment right to be there, but you lost. You kept on, and a judge said, and I ain't saying the judge was right in the whole thing, but he was harassing the lady, so he had no right to continue. So the judge gave her a restraining order. That was on him. So yeah, he's not my friend anymore. So don't come in and chat and say, oh yeah, it was your friend who was arrested. No, when he called me and asked me to call the lady as a news guy from South Carolina at her job and ask her why she hates the First Amendment and start her, you know, and video and audio it and put it on his, you know, let him put it on his. I said, I'm not doing all that, dude, and wanted me to play it. No, I'm not. Are you crazy? But his other buddy did it. Now you see what happened to the guy he talked into it. The other auditor guy, he's doing 5 years in prison with him. Yeah, for stalking this old lady and harassing her. That's not right. You know, you got a First Amendment right to do a lot of things, but when you start sending dead cats and pornography and dildos and calling the lady's job and having people call her job so that maybe they're going to fire her, you know, that, you know, come on. You know, that's just not right. I don't support that. And if I did support you and I seen that, then I'm not going to support you anymore. There's a difference. You know, you crossed the line, you know. So anyway, that's how that goes. Because we evolve, we learn, we see, and once we figure out, okay, this guy's not for real, or this girl's not for real, they're doing it for this, that, and the other reason, or, you know, it started out the right reason, but they're so viciously criminal, how can you support it? Sort of like the Bidens, you know, and Kamala, and even Trump. You know, they're all, listen, yeah, I know, everybody gonna say, you voted for Trump. Yeah, first person I ever voted for in my life, but I did it for, I thought, a biblical reason. If you go back and watch my videos and why I voted for Trump and supported Trump at the time, I seen this guy in 2013, I seen a video of his, and it's on my channel, and I explained why. He called himself a prophet, Kim Clement. I watched him for many years after 2013, okay? Or I watched his videos in 2013 and watched many of years of his videos. But in 2007, he said Trump was going to run for president, that he was going to run against a witch, being Hillary Clinton, I guess, and that he was going to win, and he was going to get the stock market up, and he was going to get jobs, and he was going to be no wars in his time. How'd this guy know that? Well, then he said it again in 2013 and in 2015, and then all of a sudden Trump runs for president. So I'm like, whoa, holy cow. How did this guy keep saying Trump was going to run? And one time he said Trump was going to be a trumpet for God, and that Donald was going to be a great president for the people. They was going to say impeach, impeach, impeach. Now go watch his video from 2007 and ask how this guy knew all this. So I was like, now I had my friend, my brother in Christ, and my brother
who I love dearly, Clint, was telling me, look, he's not a prophet because there's no more prophets left on the earth, right? Biblically, I was like, yeah, you're right. So well, how does he know this stuff? And so anyway, I voted for Trump like a dummy. Which, I mean, you know, a lot of good things did happen. Stock market went up. Fuel was down. Look on my community page. It was $1.59 a gallon. I loved it because I drive a van that gets like 10 miles to the gallon. You know, so, you know, I'll drive a work van, a commercial van. So, you know, but both sides are dirty. They are. You know, look at him. He banned bump stocks. He's for red flag laws. This is all stuff he did. He closed down the economy. He went on the news and said, please, everybody, shut down. For what? For what? For something ridiculous that we all know now. If you go to congressional hearings, Rand Paul done tore Dr. Fauci up. That's why he ain't here no more. But he ain't in prison where he should be. But it was proven that he was funding the Wuhan lab. It was proven that it was. It was done. The emails are there. The money trail was found. But the guy got to retire with a big old sum of money. Ridiculous. Anyway, all right, listen, I love you all. Figure out why we can't see the list from P Diddy and the other criminals, Gaylene Maxwell and her boyfriend. All these criminals getting away with crimes, and we don't even get to see the list of celebrities and movie stars, even from Jeffrey Epstein. Look how long it's been. We're never going to get to see people. They're always going to keep it from us. And as long as people don't keep it in the spotlight, it's going to stay that way. We got to call these people out. We got to get qualified immunity, judicial immunity, all that squash. That being said, I love you all. God bless everyone. If you have any strife with anyone in your life, please reach out to them and try to squash it. Even if you think it's not your fault, try to do it. In this day and age, we need all the support we can get. It might end up being the best thing you ever did. I love you all. Have a great day. God bless everyone.